Guys, stop returning your store-bought bags. It is just gross. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Dani. I love talking about handbags. I talk about luxury handbags, contemporary brand handbags, and handbags inspired by luxury as well. So if you like this kind of content, certainly hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so that you'll be informed every time I upload a video. So let's chat about returning handbags to store, or maybe not returning them. Because if I think it, I know that a whole bunch of other people are thinking it too. Sure, I might be special, but I'm not so special that I think that far outside the box. Now let me clarify. I think it's gross when someone purchases a new bag from boutique, takes it for a test run, tries it out, but because it is still within the returns period, they go ahead and return it because they realize that it doesn't work out for them. This seems to be quite popular in some countries, for example, America, and also where I live here in Australia, because legally these stores are obliged to provide a returns period. And for example, Louis Vuitton provides a 30-day return window. Some of us would buy a new bag from store, actually try it out in real life, take it out of their home and stuff like that, and then decide that it doesn't work and then return it. Sure, it is certainly very convenient because it means that you can purchase a brand new bag, use it, and then return it, no questions asked. But seriously, I think that's just not on. Now, I know I did say that I think it's gross, and if you watch my channel, you know that I do buy a lot of pre-loved bags and I do enjoy doing that as well. And you might be saying, oh, but like, you know, pre-loved bags, you have really no idea where they've been. How come you're okay purchasing so many pre-loved bags? My argument for that is that when I buy a pre-loved bag, I really make sure that the price I pay for that bag takes into account that the bag is pre-loved. If you follow my channel really closely, I don't go and pay really high prices for a bag that's pre-loved. I really bargain hunt and I will negotiate with the seller and try and get the best possible price I can. And I do have a ceiling price for every bag that I see. And if the bag is beyond the price that I'm willing to pay, I will not be bringing it into my home. Sure, there are some exceptions. For example, I have paid premiums for mini pochettes, but that was a time when it was really hard to get mini pochettes from the store directly, and you really had to look on the pre-loved market. And on top of that, the prices of mini pochettes, the retail prices of mini pochettes were increasing. Therefore, specific to mini pochettes, I had a degree of confidence that in the future, if I was ever to resell a mini pochette, because of the constant price increases of Louis Vuitton on the mini pochettes, I'd be able to get my money back. But I'm talking about in the future, like 10, 15 years time. Getting back to the bags in question, I'm talking about brand new bags. Now, have I never bought a bag brand new from store before and then returned it? Actually, I have. I did purchase this Kate Spade bag that I unboxed on my channel a long time ago, but I subsequently returned it. I meant to tell the story on YouTube one time, but I actually edited that story time out because my channel was really small at the time and I wanted to just make sure that things that I was putting in my videos were very concise. And if you're a YouTuber, you know, you get that. Like, you want to make sure that your videos are interesting so that people don't skip ahead of the videos anyway. But now that I have a bit more of an audience and it is highly relevant to this video, so that Kate Spade bag was a camera bag and it was actually really cute. Now that I'm thinking about it again, maybe I should go and repurchase it. But in any case, what happened was I purchased that Kate Spade camera bag first and then I filmed an unboxing on it, so I put it up on my channel. In that video, I did say that I may return it because there was another bag that I had seen in the time that the Kate Spade camera bag was in transit to my house. So while I was waiting for the Kate Spade bag to arrive, I saw another bag that I really liked, and it was the Michael Kors Slater extra small backpack. And I absolutely loved that bag. It's no longer in my collection and I was no longer excited using it. But in any case, the Michael Kors mini backpack came to my attention while I was waiting for the Kate Spade bag. And I did state in the Kate Spade unboxing video that if the bag that I was expecting turned out to be better for my needs and my wants, I would be returning the Kate Spade bag. And of course, when the Michael Kors mini backpack arrived, I looked at it and I loved it so much more than a Kate Spade camera bag, so I returned the Kate Spade camera bag. You might be yelling at me through the screen right now saying, well, oh, that's pretty gross as well. You're breaking your own rule and you're being judgmental for no good reason. Now, let me explain. With the Kate Spade bag, sure, I unboxed it. I tested to see what stuff could fit in it, and then I never used it. I never took it out of the house otherwise. That was the extent of me using it or playing with it. That's similar to what I would do in store anyway. So if I saw a bag, I would touch it, I would unzip it, I would try it on, I would take things out of my own handbag and try to see what would fit in that bag. But you know, it hasn't lived a day of my life with me. I haven't got my oils and my germs on it. Another way of thinking about it, it's like buying a brand new car. You go to the car dealership, you test drive the model of the car. But that's not the model that you're going to be taking home. The one that you take home is a brand new one. And we all know that the moment we drive that car out of the dealership, it devalues by what? 10, 20, 30%. And I really do think that's comparable to buying a luxury handbag. You might go into store, you try it on, but you're not going to buy the one that everyone has touched and tried on. You're going to ask the sales associate for a brand new one. Maybe it is the Asian in me that thinks like this. And if you didn't know, Asians like new things. You know the whole thing that we do or don't do? Like we like to keep stickers and wrappers on things to keep things as new as possible. Yeah, it comes from the mentality of us wanting things staying as new as possible. And when we spend a lot of money on things, we want things to be new. And that's because we believe in chi or energy, and that animate objects, like us humans, have vibes or energy or spirit. And we're able to rub that off onto inanimate objects that are exposed to us, especially for a prolonged period of time. Similar to if you enter someone's home, you get a certain vibe or energy from it, and it's often reflective of the person living in it. And if you're not aware, in Asia, it's not general practice or not really acceptable practice to return things to store. Like, sure, you can try it on, but once you've purchased it, a receipt is printed for you, you put it in a paper bag and you take it out of store. That item is yours. Like, if you try and return something, it's extremely challenging to do that, and you'll be judged by the staff working in the store. To give you an example, I know Asians who only buy new cars. They will not buy secondhand cars. Now, would I buy a secondhand car? Yes, again, you know, I have bought a secondhand car, and again, I pay the price, taking into account the fact that the car is used. But I do know other Asians who are just so against buying used things, so they only buy new cars. And I also know Asians who will only buy new houses, brand new houses that are built for them, or if there's been a previous occupier in that space, they would renovate the whole thing so that the energy is new again. They just didn't want any of the bad juju left behind from the last owner. So similarly with a handbag, I don't want to pay full price for a bag that has somebody else's bad juju on it. In terms of ordering online, now I get it, not everyone lives near these retail stores, but we still want to be able to shop these products. I get it, I'm one of these people. The closest luxury store to me is like 2 hours flight away. So there are times where I have ordered something, so I totally get it. You know, sometimes I just want something, but in order for me to efficiently access it, I have to order it and then it gets sent to me. What I think is above board is if we purchase an item online, it gets delivered to us, we open it up, we look at it, we try it on, we put our things in it, we film a video or we take a photo. I feel like that's all above board. So anything that you would be comfortable doing in front of a sales associate in boutique, I think that is all above board and it's okay. Because what are the things we would do in boutique? We will hold the bag, we'll unzip it, we'll zip it up, we'll close it, we'll play with the turn lock, we'll put our things in, we'll put the strap on, try it on, and then go and stand in front of the mirror. And some of us vlog in store, so you take a video of it. So I think that is okay. So you wouldn't be taking it out of the boutique onto the streets where it's exposed to pollution and potentially rain or moisture or even snow, depending on where you live. Or extreme heats. Sometimes it's really hot in Adelaide or say in Sydney where the stores are. It's at risk of like a bird pooing on it. I'm a little bit obsessed with bird pooing on things. You wouldn't take it to like a restaurant and place it on a table or on a chair where potentially it could get spilt on by wine or coffee, or even exposed to cigarette smoke. It's also not on, even if this is in the privacy of your own home. It's certainly not okay to take the bag to the toilet because that's really personal. Once you've done that, the bag's exposed to your personal anatomy. And also, when we go to the toilet, we're there to get rid of toxins that we don't need. Like physiologically, that's exactly what it does. You digest things and you pee and poo things out. You're literally going to the toilet to get rid of bad juju. And if you're in the boutique, you're not going to be taking that bag that you're just trying on to the toilet. You're going to be leaving that bag on the counter with the SA, and then you go to the toilet with your own bag. So I think if you have gone to the toilet with a bag, the bag is yours. The bag is yours. So yeah, if you buy something online, as long as whatever you've done with the bag is something you would do in store in front of an SA, I think that's above board, and then you return it. If you have tried out a bag and you have taken it out of your home and it's spent a day with you, you've gone to catch up with your friends, you've played with your kids, you've taken your dog for a walk, but you feel like it doesn't fit in with your lifestyle, don't return it. Like, sell it on as used. I think that's the appropriate thing to do. This chit chat topic, I know is a little bit triggering. So I know you have a lot of thoughts on this. Definitely leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. So I love talking about whether luxury items are investments or not. If you ask me, the answer is really clear. Yes, they are. However, whether they are good investments or not, that is a different story.